One of the questions I feel is posed to us by this soil is, what would it look like for the church to be known as a place that knew something about rest, about renewal, about regeneration?
We began the Contend program because we really heard from a lot of people that were asking questions about call, ministry, what it is to lead the church, that they were needing space to be able to process those questions and to do that in a way that they're not isolated or sort of siloed in that work, but that they can do it together in community.
So Contend is structured in 3 phases. The first is called Explore, which meets here on site at Normal Heights United, of people asking questions about, am I called to lead the church? The second phase is called Embody, where we go on contextual learning trips.
We take the entire cohort with us, pretty much everything is paid for, and over a weekend, we really inhabit a metaphor for call, for ministry, for church, for leadership.
I am fond of telling seminary students that if they can learn to preach half as well as a compost pile, they're going to be great. One of the things that seems to say is, death doesn't get the last word. Compost pile taken into itself all these things that are passing away for the sake of new life in another season.
Oh, that smells good. It smells so good.
We spent time today thinking about vocational journeys, working the farm, but a core question that we were wrestling with is faith in an exhausted world. Has the church been complicit in the world's exhaustion? What would it look like to tip the scales? Is it possible the whole creation is waiting for that church?
My name is Tatum Tricarico, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm getting my Master's of Divinity, and my hope is to become a pastor. I'm really interested in disability justice and theology.
My name is Luke Melanakos Harrison. I'm graduating right now with my Master's of Divinity and looking to continue my community organizing work, organizing tenant unions and fighting for housing justice.
I think Contend has really been a space for me to experiment with what a call to ministry is like. A lot of times I do disability justice and I do theology. Through the Contend program, I've really got to see how those can fit together. Vocation doesn't have to be this one straight line that is I get this job and then I get this job and then I'm there, but instead can have these little creative pockets.
Each of these weekend trips has been for me a chance to really step back and reflect on my life and my journey. I feel like I know the kind of work I want to do, but what I still want to reflect on is what kind of life do I want to live? What kind of rhythm of life?
I think there are so many people who do feel a large call in their life to lead the church. And a lot of folks have not felt like they're allowed to be in leadership, whether it's because they're like me, they're a woman, or because they're queer.
I feel like Normal Heights United Church is sort of uniquely situated to be able to host something like this. As a church, we're very open. We are very permission-giving with ministries and with ideas.
When we talk about new prophetic expressions of the church needs to shift and grow around these people who are coming with amazing ideas and asking these big questions. They're the ones that need to lead us into the future. The third phase is called Enact, and that is more one-on-one coaching and mentorship, access to resources, help with grant writing as people have a clearer idea of what it is they're called to.
Through the 3 years that I've been in this program, I've had a lot of different ideas about what I was going to do. And it's been there the whole time as a place where that was totally okay to come and sort of process wherever I was at in my journey with others who were also doing the same.
It's been so fun to see everyone. I think, getting to hear about where their call is taking them. I think it's incredibly important to have that community.
I would say to all those people that are wondering maybe if they have a call to ministry, even just that slightest little whisper, the first phase of Contend really is just giving you space to explore that question, to wrestle with it, to nurture it, and to do that in community is incredibly fun, and it helps you really make connections with the folks that you can lean on to help sort and understand what you're being called to do.